1,000 Maws of Totorak. I love the music in here. All right. Let's go. Can I please get hate for that? Thank you. All right. So obviously we're playing an MMO, not lots of... This place looks completely freaking different. What the heck? This is not what I remember at all. Did they completely change this dungeon? I was gonna ask, has anybody out here ever played their MMO, and if so, what has been your favorite MMO or one of your most memorable experiences on an MMO? Wow, this dungeon is completely different than what it used to be. You've never played an MMO? Okay. I've played MMOs. Did I change my schedule? No, I still stream Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night, but I also stream Saturdays and Sundays now. That was King Ash Ripper. Also, like, Zale's favorite person in the world. And welcome on in, Zale. I hope you're well. Ah, your King Ash Ripper let loose. Ragnarok Online. Yeah, I'm actually playing Ragnarok Online, a mobile version, with my friend Chusifer, who's in chat. We're currently playing it. We're having a lot of fun with it, actually. I'm about to get to, I think it's Lord Knight. I'm just waiting for Crusader to finally be released. No, so I stream Wednesday through Friday at my normal times at 9 o'clock at night. Sometimes I start a little earlier. And then Saturdays and Sundays I'm doing I'm doing little 4 and 3 hour streams now to get through the story of Final Fantasy XIV for Dawn Trail that comes out in July. Yeah, I let him know that that was the King Ash Ripper, your favorite individual. Have I heard of Nexus TK? I have not. What is Nexus TK, Smiley? I still do work Saturday and Sunday and Monday nights, yes. So I get up early to hang out with everybody, and then only on Saturdays and Sundays, though. I know your Battle Priest got a lot of hate, my guy. Nexus was your first MMO. Okay, okay. My first MMO was Star Wars Galaxies. Older than Ragnarok, EverQuest, and everything. Okay, okay. Screw those haters, though, Chucifer. As long as we're having fun, that's what matters, my guy. Oh, wrong way. Ah. I'm sure they deserved it, Zale. Alright. And that's that. Further we got. This dungeon is so much different than it used to be. The owner who is bullying nasty to everyone to be on the board. That's not cool. Why would anybody want that? My question, if I were to get the helmet and that, what level is my chest piece? I'll just pass on it. I'll wait till I get to the level 30 stuff. Because both my neighbor and the bully hate the management company? Oh no. That does not sound like a good time. Hit him. Oh shit. There we go. Nice, we leveled up. Ooh, pants? Agreed on them. Like I said, they've completely changed this dungeon. It's so weird. So what kind of Holy Trinity was in Nexus? Was it normal or was it kind of a build your own character kind of thing, Smiley? I mean, if we're talking about MMOs, my first MMO was Neopets. No, it still was fun, Star Wars Galaxies, but still. Just funny to say that. Go on. Because I will say, back in the day, Star Wars Galaxy was a cool MMO where you were allowed to fly literally to a bunch of different... I just got rehooked onto Neopets recently. Ooh, nice. Neopets is fun. Neopets is so amazing. 4 classes, 3 kingdoms. Okay. What is Moss's favorite Neopet? Can you share that without having to ask them, Smiley? I'm curious. Is it like my favorite one were the dragons. I'm a very simple person. You'd have to ask me. Different specialized subclasses, 3 or 4 of each was roleplay only. Interesting. That's cool. You know, role-playing is something I've always wanted to do for just like a fun one-time like experience, but I've always been too nervous to try it. I plunged my sword into Bahamut's abdomen, rendering him unable to fly. I don't know. All the while, Bahamut's just smacking the shit out of me because I can't actually make that stop. Is this the end? Wow, they've changed that dungeon completely. That was a whole new experience for me. Wow. Ancient Korea, okay. I do know Nexon.
Darkness.
Darkness. Walkie, Mincy, and Bruise. Aw, Zale, those are all good choices. Mighty Slayer of Ifrit comes now to me. Ooh, Maple Story? I never did get into Maple Story, sadly. With a countenance that bespeaks understanding. An intriguing power, the Echo. I must needs choose my words with care.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Uh-oh.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Uh-oh. Whoa, dude. Head back to work tonight, so no working bathrooms in the office or pool area. Ooh, that's not good. Well, please get yourself some rest, Zale. It's always a pleasure to see you, my friend. And we'll see you again soon. Don't run. Quit running. Understandably. Well, I hope it all goes well, Zale. Don't need that. We don't need the book. Always give it to the healer, even if they were running away from me. Alright, and that's that. That is the 1,000 Maws of Totorak Reborn. Because I've never had that dungeon. That's the first time we ran that dungeon in the new way, I guess. We came in here to save a cabbage, though. Oh, there he is! Ah, finally, fresh air. Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Ah, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Yeah, it doesn't look like it was necessarily shortened. It was more streamlined, Smiley. So it looks like literally you could... So before you had to pick up the little orbs of light or whatever to be able to open up the webs and stuff to each boss area. They've just made one path that leads to the very end now without having to pick anything up where you can miss it and stuff like that. Did Walking One vanquish the many-legged one? This one is grateful to Walking One. This one is called Frixio, eldest of these ones of Little Solus. Oh, my head. Uh-oh. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Lark's Call, sir? Understood. Return to Area 12, damn it all. Where is that accused icon hiding? No sign of our wizened friend? I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order that search perimeter to be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramu will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I should strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when I last looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centurion. Were you not aware that vegetable bruises easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was kindness, better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. We are so close to completion. I can fair taste it, but at this rate, no, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What was it you always said? Ah, yes, though it means bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility if we not? In that alone, you were right, Garland. I muted all sounds for the rest of my first playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright that Lord Van Balasar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it. Ha ha ha. Oh, and they were watching. Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain of it. This one's fears that others taken ones also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced. Walking ones have black hearts, seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Neuraxia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are good ones also. Does walking one feel unwell? I had a vision. This one would know. What brings walking one to this place? To save you! Came to this one's rescue at Neuraxia's bidding? Then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has question about Lord Ramu? Then this one will provide answer. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solus when walking one is ready. Please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. What are you looking for? Then it is settled. Let this one accompany walking one outside. Oh, cute little wings. I love it. All right, who's Karen? Me and my giant whale are coming to have a discussion with you. Alright. There's Buscarin's place. Let's just put the whale through the back of the wall. Perfect. We found the cabbage. Oh, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Phrixio didn't come to any harm. But there I go, tempting fate. Run over to Lil Solus and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlayan and the Twin Adder both. We've done Gridania a great service this day, lass, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers. In so doing, be sure and come by whenever you feel like a drop of queer and fire water. We still have to wait a whole year for that to be, like, ready, though, dude. Buscarin has something he wants delivered to the Sylphs. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solus. This Azima rose oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridanians' desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the woods safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together we will survive together, and the 12s would with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanians and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Alright. Oh shit, I forgot to leave before I got on my mount. Sorry, dude. I think we're just going up here, right? Nope, that is not where we're going. In that case, let's fly. Come fly with me, let's fly away. This way. Alright, let's go talk to the guy who we just saved. I will have to say that I've played a lot of MMOs in my day. Back in the day, I liked to play a lot of free MMOs, though. So I ended up playing, I think there was a game called Rose Online that I didn't want to play for a subscription. So you can only play to a certain point on that one. And then I think I also played a game called Fiesta Online. Both very great free-to-play MMOs. A gift from Walking One Buscarin? A gift for these ones? Here's some oil. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One, Buscarin, and Venturing One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception, but this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. Alright. Level 33, let's go. Comuxio wants you to discuss peace with Phrixio. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. Oh? Hey, buddy. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, there you are, Snow. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Ah, the Walking One who aided Neuraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventure, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the woods. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorak. Would that this one had not. In Totorak, a sinister one, robed in black, tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one, robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Elder Phrixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. Man, I still had that this whole time. This one sees, so Walking One of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes, your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if Gridania dislikes you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as a friend, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one's well knows the respect Horned One, Kane Sena. But be assured, like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the woods from Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took place became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they are so hostile towards trespassers, but what about the abductions? A fine question, Yida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to a horned one, Kane Senna. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. That Sylph Elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going back to the Waking Sands to tell Mephilia all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this, and while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. But it hasn't been enjoyable reading your dialogue. The honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Please wait, Walking One Snow. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of these ones' trust. All right, we got another one. Ooh. Is this our third? It's our third crystal. Hey, I want to know more about them. 7 episodes. Man, you forgot about that one? Ooh, nice. This one has not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal. This one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returned to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses touched ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for touched ones. Alright. They want me to go take a look around, it looks like. Okay. Man, the game really wants me flying the lunar whale today. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to get an energy drink today, guys. It's feeling like an energy drink kind of day. Look at them. They're just doing their own thing, guys. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Alright, I think that's all I needed to know. To the Adder's Nest. Give our full report of the situation and let everybody know that everything is safe. Alright. Ooh, that weapon looks super cool. Whoop. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me, everybody. I will say it's always a pleasure to have such a cute chat here, you know what I'm saying? Ah, Private Wright, how went the meeting with the Sylphs? Here's a letter from the Elder. A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramu. And so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part? The Elder Seatsier will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done our nation a great service, Private Wright. It will not be forgotten. Back from the woods. Commander Helix appears to have more to say. The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seatsier to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. Right. Hello. Hello, Snow. Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Papalimo returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, Limsa Lominsa. Alright. Ethernet. Not the Aft Castle, the Arcanist Guild, thank you. I saw A and I was like, yes. And then this guy. Jump on the boat. Wait, do I have another quest? I have another job quest? I'm not 35 yet, right? My feisty little oh, it's so that you can get your Chocobo companion to fight with you. Not worried about that right now. Oh, hey there, Tataru. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer, welcome back, Snow. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. Alright, let's go in and see... oh, okay. I'm given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord 11 will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough, Thancred is sparing no effort. There are many They are many in one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. Ah, I have been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alice has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destinations remain the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldesian reports will serve you well. Baldesian. I take it we can proceed as discussed? Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. Oh, it's this guy. That would have been a good King Ass Ripper moment, just saying. It's good to see you again, Snow. Hey there, guys. I have been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelves Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramu from the list. So who's next, the Sahagin and Leviathan? The Lord of the World has not answered his minions' call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Y'shtola said, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when the next primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long. You may depend upon it. Indeed, so then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with... Gridania. Wait, I mean Garuda. Who is the primal of the Ixal who live near Gridania? Yes, that's what I meant. So many moms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our survey? Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted to be a more practicable solution. Not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs, under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment of respite. You have earned it. Yeah, hey there. Is there something else, Snow? Yeah. Beg pardon, a man named La Brea, sporting a red mask and robed in black. Twelves preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Askians took great pain to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to Ah! Tataru! Oh, it's one of the Sylph! A Sylph in Thanalin? At long last, this one finds walking one Snow. This one is most dependable of these ones, is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Neuraxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. Oh. A pleasure to meet you, Neuraxia. Oh, I love him. Welcome to the group, buddy. All right. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yes, Sutaru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid, but it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continuing to grow one by one, and the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Snow, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Askians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Minfilia would have you investigate the mysterious La Habrea. I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Snow. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Askian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Askians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fear proved to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of the Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Snow. I just love the freaking helmet. Like, I'm sure I'm like nodding my head or something, but it's just like, just still. All right, to Ul'dah. Ul'dah. The grand city-state of Ul'dah. Right, the person I need to talk to should be, I assume, right out here. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. The Masked Man. Ah, you've come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about eastern Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Quirin. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folks are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starving for customers, and he's no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Alright. Out to Camp Drybone we go. We're making good progress, my friends. I think when Dawn Trail comes out also, I don't know if we'll stick with our Paladin or we'll change to Viper, because I kind of want to play Viper. So do be ready for that, for sure. But I kind of want to get through the story pretty fast, so I might play on my Paladin, because most of the time the jobs start about 10 levels lower than the rest of them. Or 10 levels lower than the last patch's main level. Look at that guy. I like your carbuncle. So something cool I found out about carbuncles. Carbuncles are summoned by filling certain gems with Aether, which is what ends up giving the carbuncle its like color and stuff like that. It's dependent upon the crystal you use or the gem you use to summon carbuncle. I mean, it's a lot deeper than that, but that's just my basic understanding of what I read. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Hihibaru wants to help you find La Habrea. Maybe. When the Order of Nodthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims, but thanks to the nigh endless beastman raids, folks are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good though, so for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. Masked man? Bah, I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. You still love the carbuncle from the Final Fantasy 15 preview? I have to thoroughly agree with you. They did really good with that carbuncle. On the trail of a masked man, I have heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious, and that's about all I can say, little though it is. I really enjoyed that the demo for Final Fantasy 15. They did so good with all of the getting like hype for Final Fantasy 15, and then it's just the game fell a little bit short. But from what I understand, the game's a lot better now. I look forward to going back and playing it again. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folks have been given Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Quirin raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Oh, I guess I can mount up for this one. The preview was amazing. I thoroughly agree with you. Now, if they could just do that with more games, I'd be here for it. Like I said, the marketing for 15 was pretty damn good. I don't feel like the marketing for 16 was as good, and I feel like 16 definitely fell short. It's still a good game. I haven't finished it yet either, so I can't give a full idea of it, but I feel like it still fell a little short. I've heard a tale of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanalan too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of my imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Alright, Hihibaru. Tell me what you know, damn it. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Quirin raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Ihibaru has information that will surely lead you to La Habrea. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man, your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Quirin appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? There's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Alright. But now, all right, we're going towards, where's South Shore? Oh, okay, Camp Tranquil, which is just south of where we just, okay, yeah. The maps are tough, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at the cute little furbles. I want one in real life, a furble. Not an Axebeak. Oh, guys, oh, Dawn Trail. They're going to be releasing a new limited job like Blue Mage, and I'm here for it. I'm so freaking excited. I know a lot of people did not care for Blue Mage. Well, I think a very loud minority did not like Blue Mage. Respectfully. I didn't like it at first, but ultimately I really enjoyed it by the time I was done leveling it and messing around with it. Did I want it as a normal job? Yes. And I'm really sad I didn't get it as a normal job. But at the same time, I can understand the reasoning to a point on why they limited it. Yes, Blue Mage has got a lot of hate because people, it got turned into a limited job, and that means that it can't run like normal content with everybody else, and it's always about 10 levels behind max level. So people were very, very mad, and there was a ton of hate revolved around it, unfortunately. Present the Ward of the Destroyer to Hihibaru. Red Mage, I believe people liked. I really enjoyed Red Mage as well. But yeah, Blue Mage, because it was a limited job, couldn't do current content, wasn't allowed to do what is this called? Duty Finder with the other things. They were sad people. But we're getting a second job like that now in Dawn Trail, which is going to be Beastmaster, and I'm super excited about it. Bum 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 bada bum 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 bada bum 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 bada bum bum bada bum. And if anybody knows what a Beastmaster is, you kind of already have an idea of what to expect. I'm curious to see how they implement it and how they can get both Blue Mages and Beastmasters to work together for certain like content. It should be cool. Back so soon, were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? I found this Ward of the Destroyer. This scroll, it bears a prayer to Ralgar, the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgar is the guardian deity of All Amigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last skill that your assailant was All Amigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That selfsame merchant also senses danger ahead and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at High Bridge? Hihibaru has a suggestion to help you with your investigation. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ulda. The hearts of the denizens are said to have be as barren as the wasteland that they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for not so welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has her relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while, pull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you. But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Alright, I finally got this crystal. Let's go. I look forward to when we get to later expansions where there's more reading done for me. I truly did not put into consideration the sheer magnitude of dialogue this game has. I mean, I put it into somewhat consideration, but like, wow. Ah, Hihira. Why, yes, Hihibaru's my father. He said what? Oh, I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with my family matters. But I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man. I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak to Gundobald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer to the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Wow, not welcome here, and he gave me brown paint? Wow, I think I see what he's trying to say there. Alright, I guess we're leaving. Never to be heard again, but always in my heart. Oh. Well, hello, Gizelbert. Gizelbert would like to aid you in your manhunt. Well met, adventurer. I'm Gizelbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard that you had business with Gundobolt. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves, not even my men. I can get so much as words of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that that sounds familiar, but I have men out on lookout for the Amalja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thanalin's tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. What the heck? Oh my god, it's beautiful! Look at him go! Flying away in the wind. Gorgeous. Alright, I got some sweet Thandalin tea for you, whoever's down here. Osric. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. You don't want this sweet Thandalin tea? Well, ain't ye the considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain hiding among the refugees, like as not? Be compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. It is near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Started making trouble in our neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, "You going with your mommy and back? Mom, you're going with your auntie and aunt." Oh my god. My uncle and aunt in Bel Air. Oh my goodness. You there? Are you an Amalja? No? Then carry on. Thank you, Hero Man. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet Thandalin. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Oh no, don't care. Unless he's got a dark, scaly skin, stands 10 foams tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Jesus, guy. Hero Matt coming out here and being the true MVP. Shushu, don't bother me. If the Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. But how about some tea? For me, you shouldn't have. Sorry. A suspicious masked one. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, with what with that mask and the robe, but assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. Oof. He was speaking to Alamegans, huh? What's that guy doing? Look at all these people. This way. Bum 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 bum. Ba bum 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 ba bum. All right. Let's go back up here. It would seem that your men are assholes. Ah, you're back. So, did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Ooh, level 25. No, I'm waiting until level 30. Giselbert would offer you some advice regarding your investigation. So you're determined to press on with your investigation? Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't go far without the Alamegans' trust, and the best way to win the trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ulda, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not a tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garlands. Gundabald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Oh, I guess we're going to talk to Minfilia. And to Limsa Lominsa. And then from Limsa Lominsa, we're heading back over to Vesper Bay. Oh, let me buy. Aethernet. Arcanist Guild. Oh, look at the froggy head. I love it. Uh-oh. There we go. Hit the wrong button. Man, it's getting warm. I don't like this heat. I don't like it one bit. All right. Hey there, Tataru. See you later, Tataru. Bum, 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 bum. Into the solar we go. All right, Minfilia. Now tell me what I want, what I really, really want. Welcome back, Snow. How fares the investigation? I see, given all that we have suffered, it is of little wonder that all Amigan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take on all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many All-Amigans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Oh, would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be lasting solution. Let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an All-Amigan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce you to him. Oh my god. I don't want that. No.